Hi, what's up YouTube? In today's video, I'm going to be talking to you all about this awesome new app called the Presence app. This is a free app that can be downloaded on Android and iOS devices. If you want to check it out, I'll leave the link down in the description below. But this basically enables you to use an extra phone with your primary phone and use the two together as a security camera system. You can even take pictures, video, live stream, and record sound, and it all goes to the cloud. Just imagine you being away from home and you're able to view your family, pets, and an important area of the home like your front door or back door. So in today's video, I'll be talking to you all about the free version of the Presence app. Now there is a paid subscription for the full version or pro version, but I'll do that in another video if I decide to upgrade. To get started is really easy. All you have to do is have an extra phone laying around and you can turn it into a security cam. So basically your main phone is going to be your controller or remote control, and your extra phone is going to be your security camera. You have to download the app on each of the devices so you can pair them together, and that's the very first step. The next step is you need to choose which phone you want to designate as the remote control and which one you want to serve as your security camera. Hopefully you're like me and have a bunch of smartphones laying around at home to choose from, but if for some reason you don't have an extra phone laying around, definitely check out the link down below. There's a bunch of smartphones out there that are great to pair with the Presence app for under $50. Once you have your smartphone, you'll definitely need something to mount it to, so I highly recommend these tripods. I have one to my left here that I'm holding in my hand that actually contours and you can wrap it around things, and the one that I have on the table is like a standard tripod with a monopod that extends upwards as well. Most of these tripods and monopods will come with a nice little bracket that you can use to mount your phone with. Here's my current setup. It has the tripod mounted with the extra camera on it, and then I have it connected to a micro USB to my adapter and plugged in at all times. Now if I'm going to be away for a little while, the battery will last without being charged up probably for about 6 hours. That was my experience with it, but if I'm away from home, I definitely leave it charged up so the battery won't die. And here's what it looks like when you come around to the front of the camera. Remember, you actually have access to the front camera and back camera. Once you have everything set up, your main phone is going to be your controller, so you can set up your motion detection and control everything from your main phone. Like I can even turn on the flash on my camera right behind my main phone. Check it out. See that light that just came on? That was my extra Android LG phone, and whenever I push it on and off, I can turn on the flash, I can set the motion detection, and adjust any of the various settings from my main phone. Here's a quick glance at all the various settings that you can change, anything from the countdown time, the sensitivity, motion detection alarm, recording time, record full set time, and time between the recordings. One cool feature about the Presence app is once you have the motion detection enabled, you can also enable a siren to go off. To disable the siren, you will have to log in with your password, and you will also receive some notifications on your phone and email. Another nice feature about the Presence app is that if your spare phone, which is your security camera, is not plugged in and your battery gets low, it'll notify you on your main phone. The motion detection is highly effective both close and far away, especially in bright light to dim light, but when it's pitch black, it's not effective at all. So whenever you have your motion detection disabled, you have the choice of just live streaming it yourself, so you can record it live. And you can also choose to record it, or you can just take pictures. And every time that you take a picture or video, it saves it to the cloud. So that's the awesome thing about this, is that if someone steals the phone, then you still have the content saved to the cloud and you can actually still play it also from the app. This is what it would look like if you're recording live stream and you're trying to view it on your main phone, which is mine to my left. You can see how it does have a lot of lag, but the cool thing is it doesn't have any lag whenever you actually play it back, which I'll show you here in a moment. You also have the option of recording with sound or without sound. Here's what it looks like whenever you review your archive in your Presence app. Whenever I click on the video, you can see how it runs really smooth and there's no more lag. And I'll be quiet for this section of the video so you can hear the sound.
Yeah, I'm just recording it. Let me try to do a picture too.
In regards to your phone connection, as long as your home has a Wi-Fi connection and is connected to your security camera, your main phone can just run off of your Wi-Fi or even your LTE network. So I'll show you real quick on here. I don't have any Wi-Fi enabled, and I'm still able to use the LTE network to connect. One thing that I forgot to mention is you can also tap to autofocus on your main phone, and it will actually focus remotely to the phone that's at your home. I can also quickly access all the different features like enable my motion detection to come on, or switch cameras, or add new devices, all from my main phone with just my LTE network. So this is actually a real-time connection to the Presence app using the LTE network, so I'm not using any Wi-Fi, and this is actually how long it takes for me to log on. You can see how it's saying that the camera is ready and it's trying to connect to the stream, and you can see how it looks blurry initially, but I'm going to tap on the screen to focus. And I think that's so neat because some phones won't let you do that, but that's why it's really good to have a really nice smartphone that you're using to connect to. But also, whenever I'm driving down the road, you can also orientate the phone, portrait, or even landscape, and it'll adjust accordingly as well. One sweet feature about the Presence app is that you have access to both the front-facing camera and the rear-facing camera, so you almost have a 180 coverage in the front and another 180 coverage in the back for a 360 view, depending on where you have your security camera positioned. Now, I did see this message a few times whenever I had a weak signal, whether it be Wi-Fi or the LTE network, but if you hit dismiss and give it a few moments, it'll definitely connect back to the network. So just a quick overview on how to install the Presence app. All you have to do is download it onto both devices. First, you want to connect your old smartphone or tablet to the internet, Wi-Fi, or over cellular connection. After you download the Presence app, you need to go ahead and register a new user account or sign up with an existing account. Like with any Wi-Fi camera, I highly recommend that you leave your device plugged into the wall, because if it dies, then you won't be able to capture all that important footage. Whenever motion detection is enabled, you will receive notifications via email and through notifications on your phone. The Presence app honestly gives you a nice little tutorial to walk you through how to set up everything, but everything's pretty much straightforward. After that, you're going to go ahead and add a local camera. This new camera that you've added could be a tablet or a smartphone, and you can view it from anywhere in the world as long as you sign into the Presence app with your username and password, and then you'll be able to view everything, even if you have, like I said before, the LTE network. As long as that your security camera is on Wi-Fi, you're fine. One thing I do want to point out is that iOS cameras, or like iPhones, they will support the landscape and portrait modes, but when I notice whenever I use the Android cameras, it only supports landscape mode only. One quick tip to having your smartphone or tablet run seamlessly is to make sure that you do not turn off the Wi-Fi and do not turn off the camera itself or lock your device. It's best just to hit that dim setting where you see that little light underneath the white phone there. It says dim screen. That will enable you to have the phone to still run in the background and not cut off. And remember, the Presence app will only transmit video whenever you connect to your camera remotely. Also remember, it is nice to have your phone discreetly hidden, but honestly, if someone steals your camera, it doesn't even matter, because every time you take a picture or a video, or it does a motion detection, it records the video, it sends it straight to the cloud, so you have no worries. And don't forget, you can also switch back and forth between the front camera and the rear camera, and you can switch between the video and camera settings, so you can either shoot live video or you can take pictures. But it does lag whenever you're recording video, but like I said before, whenever you play it back in your archive, it does not lag at all. It's pretty smooth. Okay, so let's go in here and look at my archive, and we'll check out this video that I just recorded just now, and you can see how it doesn't lag as much as whenever you're doing it real time. I personally like using my iOS device, it's an iPhone X, to have access to the Presence app, because you can go in between the landscape and portrait mode, but also make sure that you enable your phone to use the microphone and the camera, or your Presence app won't work properly with your devices. So far, using the Presence app in the free version, I really enjoy it. It's really easy to use, really straightforward, and the interface is user-friendly. In my next video, I'll be doing some highlights on how to use the motion detection with the different settings, and I'll also be adding 3 more smartphones, so I'll have a total of 3 cameras to play around with, and I'll show you how those look. Here's my friend using the Presence app. He actually has 2 Android devices that he's using. and he loves it so far. It really gives you peace of mind to be able to check on your home and mainly check on the front door or a certain area that you want to be mindful of. Especially if you have pets you want to check on too, but I highly recommend it because it's a really easy, user-friendly app and it's 100% free. It's definitely no Arlo Pro system, but it'll get the job done. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If there's something I didn't cover for some reason, just leave it down in the comment section below. But be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share the video. And as always, thank you all for watching.